What's up, guys? This is Daniel with Midnight Movie Trash, and I'm here with
Jamison Newlander. I played Alan Frog in Lost Boys.
Jamison. How you been?
I've been good. You know, I'm seeing a lot of fans. I've been going to conventions here and there, and it's a lot of fun. It's great.
How are you enjoying the first day of Big Tex Terror?
It's nice. It's really good. First of all, I mean, these things are always fun to reconnect to the cast. You know, like Jason Patric's here, Billy Wirth. You probably talked to them, and so that's always fun. And then just the energy of it, you know, and when it's the beginning of it is fun too, because it's not quite as crowded, so you get a little more conversation and talk to fans a little bit more. It's really fun.
Get a little bit more of an intimate connection.
Yeah,
that's always awesome.
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about what you got going on. I see you've been doing a lot of location stuff for Lost Boys.
Yeah. So at some point, like a couple of years ago, I was like, you know, Santa Cruz is this kind of magical town, and people I see at conventions, they love Santa Cruz because that's Santa Carla, you know, that's the location of the Lost Boys. And so I thought, you know, why don't I just start going up there and doing what I do as like this YouTube show of, the locations, you know, and Grandpa's house and the comic book store and all the different things. In fact, also I put together a little map about it, because everyone was asking me about the map. So, and now that I've been to all these locations, you know, it's pretty cool. So that's neat, and that's kind of building up momentum and things like that. It's just a lot of fun and brings back a lot of memories for me and for the fans, you know.
And one of the episodes you went to the comic book store, that's pretty much gone, right?
It's pretty much what?
Pretty much gone.
Yeah, so that's right. Yeah, you saw that the old comic book store, where actually, I mean, in a way, there's three locations of the comic book store. There's where we pretended that it was, which was on the boardwalk. It never was on the boardwalk. It's just that we made it look like that. You know, where Haim's like, yeah, I do, you know. And then where it actually was it fell apart from the earthquake. It was an earthquake in, someone was saying 89, but I thought it was the 93 earthquake out in Santa Cruz. And the place just got demolished. I mean, you know, the earthquake didn't bring it down, but it made it unsustainable, you know, that you couldn't go into it. So they knocked it all down, and right now that's an empty lot. It's just grass. And it looks a lot smaller than the comic book store looked for some, you know, it's like I guess that was it. And then they moved it a few blocks away, and now it still looks like the comic book store. And Joe Ferraro, who's he runs the comic book store, and he ran it back in '86 when we were filming there, and he's in the movie too. He's got a little extras part in the movie, so he's there, and that's what fans often say to me when they go there. They're like, "Oh, I saw Joe," and Joe's always happy to talk about it. He loves it, you know. So,
any other projects you got going on?
Yeah, I'm putting together a one-man show of my time doing Lost Boys, because I wasn't like the Coreys. I hadn't done a lot of things before that, and so I was this kind of regular kid in Los Angeles who got this shot, you know, to be in this movie, and it went great. And my summer hanging with the two Coreys, you know, these guys that I saw in movies, and that here I am hanging with them, you know. So it's just a lot of really fun stuff that I think the fans are going to enjoy. So I'm putting that together. Probably early next year it'll be done, and I'll start to have announce where it's playing and stuff.
That's awesome. Now let me ask you, being the iconic film, you know, how does it feel? You know, I know I asked you this the last time, but you know, the longevity of the film, and then the film still gaining new fans every year.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
I just love it, because I loved this film. I loved making it, and then when it came out and it was so good, you know, you never know if it's going to be good, and it was so good, and the music was so good that it had this vibe to it, and I'm just so happy that people are, you know, catching on to that vibe. And the other cool thing about it, I think one of the reasons why it's even growing more and more, is that, like, it's a family movie, you know, and so people are. I see this a lot, multiple generations, 3 generations of people, where the grandma or the grandpa was the one who saw it originally in '87, and then they show it to their kids, and then their kids show it to their kids. It's just, I feel really honored and really just proud to be a part of it. It's really nice.
Awesome. One final question: where can they find you on social media?
So I'm on all the socials. Instagram is where I spend a lot of time. I'll often respond to fans on Instagram. If you follow me, I'll probably follow you back. TikTok for the same thing, but I'm not on there as much. I'm not incorporating that as much. I'm on Facebook, YouTube, even Slasher. I don't know if you know Slasher. So yeah, all those, and it's all pretty much Jamison Newlander at Jamison Newlander, or I think on TikTok it's at Jamison Newlander 1. So it should be pretty easy to find. Yeah, follow me on social. It's fun.
Jamison, thank you so much.
Definitely.
Always an honor.
Thank you.
This is Daniel with Midnight Movie Trash. See ya.